So we're inside what they call the vault. Down in the basement of Peterson's, there's 250 cars here. They said they're some of the most priceless cars in their collection. Oh yeah, I could see it. There's a 56 Ferrari. Here's an electric Ferrari. 66 Ferrari Dino. Lots of money. 2015 LaFerrari. Looks like an electric hybrid. Gasoline, yes, hybrid. 500 of these were made. '90, 2004 Enzo Ferrari. Those are hard to come by. Built 400 of them, 660 horsepower. GTO F40, F50 model was the successor to it. '84 Ferrari. 1,000 of these were built. 57. 500 TRC. 19 of these were built. Wow. And a Ferrari Pininfarina. 17 of these were built. 61. Crazy. '54. Looks like only 3 of these were built. The Viginale coupes. Or 375 America coupe. Wow. How many of those were built?
That's the Ferrari.
That's the first one? So 1947. 125S. 2 of these were built. Oh, this is the debut of this model. That's what it was. It's debuting in May of 1947. It was the first car to bear the Ferrari name. Little tiny 1 liter. Like you said, that's priceless. Wow. So that was the first one, wasn't it? That's the one he was enamored with and decided to build the company around. And no wonder these things are what they call priceless. So yeah, this is the vault. Look at that thing over there, man. Some more Porsches, some a Datsun. 2017 Ferrari. This is a Laraz. Some more Ferraris. Mazda concept car. I can't pronounce that. Rope. Thing's crazy. Whatever it is. And then Corvette. It's not the 427, but it's a 60, 66, 65. And then here's the old Cobra. '59 Chevy Corvette that looked like it's an Italia. So that was a '59. It was three of these were built, babe. See this red car? It's a Corvette. It's an Italian Corvette. Jaguar, 92 Jaguar. I remember seeing those. And then here's probably 05, 06 GT with the 5.4 liter V8 in it. It's a Pininfarina. These are hard to come by now too. And a Viper. It's a 05, 06 GT40. They only made them for a couple of years. '15 low res car. I'd say so. And 81 DeLorean. This debated the first vehicle sold by DeLorean. You guys can stop that and look at it. It's all stainless steel. They usually didn't anodize it or make them gold. First DeLorean sold. That's crazy. There's a 56 over there. Let's look at that on the way by. We'll come out the other side. Black Pearl Jaguar chassis 48. The Dead Kennedy, what do they call this? First car that James Hetfield modified. Found it on the side of the road in San Francisco. That's pretty cool. Slow burn. 36 Auburn bobtail speedster. Whoa. It's a modern replica, so it's not old. It's old Pontiac. 57 Chevys, 55 Chevy. Aquarius. Special construction, so this is special build. Crate V8. So somebody created this thing. Somebody built that thing. Custom built, hand shaped, one off. Here we are back to the Pontiac. I don't know what that is, a 55, 56, 57 maybe it looks like. Mustang, it's a custom one, 66, like I had two of those. There's a 66 fastback. GTO, Poncho, Pontiac, Cadillac, red Footstone stuff all over it. I don't know what that's supposed to be. This one's pretty cool. There's a Cuda. There's your old Corvair. Pretty cool Cuda. It's 307 Malibu. Knew a bunch of guys that had these things. They were like, you could get these things all day long for $500,000 Malibus. Now they kill for these things. Ooh, look at this 426 Hemi Coronet. Jeez, man. These are those straight Hemis that they've only built enough of them so they could race NASCAR. Oh, yeah. 66 Dodge, Coronet 440, BO23. Yep. I don't know if this would have been a one of them special order. It's a special order. And then here we go. We got a sliding door. I've seen these before. It's, oh, what was it? Let's see what it is. Kaiser. It's a Kaiser. Sliding door Kaiser. That's pretty crazy. It's manual. And then here's one. Got some old 51, 53 Chevys. Old Lincoln Continentals, 50s. Here's one that's real interesting. Big street dragster where they welded together two small block Chevys with two 4-barrel setup and a big ass distributor so they could do 16 cylinders. That's nuts. Big old radiator. V16. I bet you that was fun. Probably had a lot of torque. I bet you spin these tires. I don't think they were real fast though, because you had a lot of crankshaft. You had a lot of stuff there. Yeah. This one's cool. Flathead. They welded together two small block Chevys. It's a 16 cylinder. Yeah, this little flathead's cool. This is real cool. But they took that flathead and put a supercharger on it. Jeez. Would have run a mag or a distributor off the front. And they did the Offenhauser heads and a couple of downdraft. Probably Webers. Are they Webers? I don't know. They could be Strombergs. Oh, I can't tell. And then on a Wee end supercharger on a flathead. That's so cool. Some of these little street rides people did up, customized. California Highway Patrol car. They got a lot of cars down here. A couple, 250 of them. A couple of cool pickups. A 47 Chevy or GMC Chevy here. Probably a 50. I don't know. Maybe a 55. I don't know. It's a stake bed or a bed truck. Let me see. This thing actually is a wood burner. This is a wood burning vehicle. Probably running off steam. Yep, wood generator. There's a schematic for it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Gas cooler, stack, wood burning, filter, reciprocating tank, shaker grate, carburetor, blower. Okay, how did it generate power? Must have pushed a piston somewhere. Reciprocating tank, probably there. And it had a radiator up here. And then you would stoke something there. That's crazy. That's proof of concept, I think. Colorado wood burner. Makes that thing smell good going down the road. '57 Chevy Bel Air Sport Coupe, baby. Drivable dream car. This burned wood. It was a Colorado wood burner. It's see the thing on the side? It burned wood for power. No, it probably made a lot of smoke. And it probably smelled good if you used hickory. Hanson Cobra. Built by brothers. In '55. We'll use an Oldsmobile motor in it so it could scoot. Number one, baby. Look at this. Look at number one. A '67 Honda. This was the first car, first chassis number 1000001, the very first Honda to be imported to the United States. Isn't that something? That is the very first Honda to come to the U.S. That's crazy. Here's a little 32 Roadster, a couple of them. There's a bat thing. This is a motorcycle, and the one from the 60s, Batgirl, Batman. Yeah. And look at the Batmobile over there, the George Barris one that they built. And then this is the Bat Cycle. One of the prop bikes, or the bike they used in the Batman movie. That's kind of crazy how that thing worked. And got you some rigs over here. Here's a plexiglass Citroen. ABS plastic, a completely plastic car. Oh, what is this? Big black Chevy. And a single overhead cam Ford, big black Chevy. I don't know if it's 454 or 396. And then we got another single overhead cam Ford. Maybe Ford, it might not be. I think it's a Oldsmobile. Probably something to do, Aurora V8. Yeah. But this is single overhead cam. Yeah, I know. You just don't want you in between them, but these motors are different. It's all right. And then, yep. And the old lowriders. Cool. The Batmobile. Yeah, I go in where I'm not supposed to go. A little bit. 66 replica, so it wasn't actually the one. So I don't think this is the original.
No, this is a replica.
One of the countless fan-built replicas. This was, I think, something to do with, I don't know, is it Blade Runner or one of them? Remember it? Total Recall? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, this is James Bond. Jaguar. Die Another Day, 2002. Ice Palace escape car. And look at this rig. Chain drive. Wagon. That's pretty cool. And this one's pretty crazy, whatever it is. Pantera. This was a 65 Ford Mustang, a Zebra Mustang made by George Barris. Another little beast coupe. Might be, I don't know what that one is. This was used, one of 5 identicals in that movie Little Miss Sunshine. That's what that VW was. Look at this Chrysler. What a tank that is. Is it a pickup truck? Yes, it is. I've never seen anything like that. It's a Chrysler engine something. Well, that's crazy. It's got a convertible top. And it's a diamond plate in the back. And it's a flatbed type of pickup. Somebody custom built that thing, I think. And here's Speed Racer. Back of these Woodies. A couple Woodies over here. Summer of 42. 51 was 42. And then Speed Racer. And then pink thing. Must be a Veil side. Looks like an anime thing. I don't know what that is. and then a 66 Ford T-Bird. Know all about those things. Oh, this is Thelma and Louise' car. So 1991, driven by Thelma and Louise. Yeah, that's their 66. That thing there looks like it moves cars around. Christine. And then this looks like that's the Petersons there. I don't know what this car was. It looks something, because that's them back there, but this is some sort of presidential limousine. It's got the flag, so it was a U.S. presidential limousine. It's got the handholds. It's a Lincoln. She's a tank. So yeah, it was a presidential limousine for one of the presidents, I guarantee it. And here is a 56 Ford F-100 that somebody radically customized. They got one of these sitting in the garage. And Blackjack Roadster, tribute to the 40s hot rod and Blackjack Hetfield creation. It's got pictures of it when it was being built. And it's another Hetfield, was a famous rodder, I guess. He built this thing. This car is just clear coated. It looks like they did the sheet metal on this so well, they did not paint it. They just clear coated the sheet metal. If you look, like right there's a seam. Right here's a little tiny bit of rust. This car is clear coated with no paint. This is a sheet metal exposed car. That's how meticulous they were at doing it. For instance, this car here is painted. This is clear coated. This is bare sheet metal car, and they were so good at the body work and the customization, they could grind out the welds and make them disappear. This is another one. Looks like a Hetfield built car. Probably this one too. That's a cool paint job. And he probably did this 56, because 56s were very customized. They did a ton of them. Take you back down through here. Looks like another, maybe that looks like a Russian car. Yeah, she's a Danka, probably a Russian diplomat or something. Little caddy Pope-mobile. That is the Pope-mobile. Just cleaning it up. She's the Pope-mobile right there. That's where the old Pope would sit. Pope's caddy. This looks like another Russian or Yugoslavian or something machine. It's got some limos here. I think Saddam Hussein's limo is part of one of this. That's probably it right there. It's got a red dot by it. That's probably Saddam Hussein's car, I think. His limo back in the day. Yeah, I think it was. That's what I thought.
He just told me a lot of history on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all these cars here really have a lot of history behind them.
Yep. Pope-mobile.
Yeah, the Pope-mobile with John Paul II. We have
To get up, I hadn't been up before yet.
We have Nikita Khrushchev's car.
Khrushchev? Oh yeah, okay. I knew it was Russian.
Yeah, because it's like, that's why I always tell people, like, they always see like a historical disconnection.
Oh yeah.
I tell people, like even kids today, I'm like, talking about the Saddam Hussein, some of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My son, I think, was in kindergarten maybe, and they had a shirt that was like, had spider and it was
Spider
like,
hole?
a picture of him on it.
Coming out of the spider hole.
Like saying, give it to God or whatever, and he doesn't even remember what that was or anything.
Yeah, because I was even telling them, I'm like that.
That's a
whole
Japanese car.
2000s was my childhood. It just like shaped everything. I was even telling them that like when I was in like first grade, like in 2002 or 2003, I even remember seeing like my first grade teacher have little stickers for your cars for the class, and it said, "I support our soldiers, not the people that sent them there."
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so embedded in my head. And now it's like kids these days don't gotta worry about it.
No.
Yeah.
Hopefully they never have to.
Yeah, hopefully they do, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the same thing too, you tell somebody about Nikita Khrushchev, like people are like, oh, like who's that?
Who's that?
Yeah, but when you're talking to like people that actually like grew up during that time, they're like,
Oh yeah.
I remember Nikita
Remember that?
Khrushchev.
Yeah. They were in these cars. Is that one? I was going to ask you. This one over here. Now that's a presidential
Yeah, that
limousine.
one was FDR's car.
FDR's
Yeah,
car.
so you can check out the thickness of the glasses.
Yeah, I seen that. All right, yep. So that was FDR's presidential limousine. Nikita Khrushchev's car, and then that's the Pope Mobile. This was Nikita Khrushchev's car, and then that was Saddam Hussein's car. I don't know what this one was. That was FDR's limousine when he was president. Yeah. All right, you guys. This one's pretty long. I'll stop here, and then I'll start another one. I might break these into parts. I was surprised they let us film down here. This is the vault. And I'm really surprised they let us do this. So, all right, see you later. All right, we're on the other side of this thing. Coming down through here. There's a gasser, Chevy gasser. Here's a twin engine, front engine, twin engine, flathead dragster. Wonder how fast that thing went with fuel injection. And here's like a, I don't know, 69, 70 Mustang. There's a Chevy gasser. And then John Force's funny car. Back here. I don't know what year he would have ran this. 25 years, so it's probably a while ago, because that dude's still kicking. And the Malco gasser. And the Hammer Time, 57. And then we have a bunch of sports car, race car type vehicles. Renaults. Probably Lotus is Lotus. And then this car here is a Rouge, completely aluminum, polished aluminum car. Ferraris, we got some NASCAR cars. We'll have to check them out. We'll go down the end of this row. Got so many cars down here. You kind of, it's worth it coming down here. There's a Ferrari. Look at that thing. That's crazy. Big old Cadillac. '57 Caddy. There's 57 Caddy.
Yeah.
Barrettes. Yep. This old Ford Falcon.
Here's, I was gonna say, there's my favorite, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you like those Falcons. This one is Falcon too. That one back there too. No, they're still working on that one apparently. And we got a bunch of scooters and motorcycles. We'll have to come back and see these race cars, because you got some of them that looks like a bunch of bikes, Ducatis, Yamaha's. Looks like probably these were the Yamaha race team Monster Energy bikes. Yeah, they're all loaded up. shoot, I forget the name, but this was probably the part of their race team. Yeah, and you got the green tire for it. But it looks like the Monster Energy race team. Yeah, Josh Hayes, Berbauer. This was these, babe. They're all the Monster Energy race bikes. It's the whole team's bikes. And then, see the number 1 up there. And then this was a Honda. Let me see. That's a Honda. I want to say that's probably somebody's motocross bike. That did pretty good. I almost remember the name on some of these. And here we got an Indian, old Indians. Ariel, some cool old Indians. Again, I'm wearing my Indian shirt today. Yeah, a little Indian scooter, trying to entry-level bikes. Man, look at this thing. Look at this Buick. Electrified. Blind faith. Hand drawn. And I don't know what this was. Probably some movie. Shoot. I don't know what this was. Got a supercharger. It's got like an LS motor, looks like, in it with a supercharger. Probably, somebody probably remember what this went to. It's not too old as far as the build, because it has B.F. Goodrich, pretty modern B.F. Goodrich radials and an LS motor in it. I don't know what it went to. The old Studebaker Frankenstude. We'll go back up this way because you kind of saw those back there. Indians, and that's a Triumph. Yeah, that's a Triumph there. Oh yeah, that's a Triumph. Dan Gurney Alligator, what's that? Oh yeah. Sitting way down in it, gets low center of gravity. These old Indians are cool. Some of them aren't that old. And what is this thing? It looks like one of those deals, like a bat thing. Yeah, so it's a bat. It's a camper. It's like a camper you tow. Or some sort of a bike trailer. Turbo VW. Somebody kind of customized. Let's go over here and see these race cars. It's electric. GT cars. Drag car. Stock class. Jim Salter, and then Kyle Petty's M&M car. Don't know what year. Kyle Busch. I don't know why I said Petty. Kyle Busch. Matt Kenseth's car. Kaylee Yarborough. I wonder what that one, if that was their show car or their actual car. I think that was a Kaylee Yarborough car. They had some pretty interesting times in that car. I think that was the one they got in the fight with. Might have been the one that they finished in Daytona and had to fight afterwards. And here's your Daytona. Superbirds. Buddy Baker's Superbird. Cotton Owens. Roy Workman. Ralph Owens. John Owens. Dane Turner. Yep. 426 Hemi. Yeah. Dodge Daytona. And here's the 71 McLaren. Buddy Baker Daytona. Yep. They had Kelly Arbo's car there too. Dick Smothers. I think this is one of the, might have been one of the Smothers brothers. I think one of them was into racing. Might be wrong. And here's some Indy cars. These are Indy cars. A different era of Indy cars, like Menards and McLaren. You have like a Ford Cosworth in that, and then Gilmore was a team. I remember them. I remember them. And then there's Hondas, and then these. Yeah, it's like Formula One. McLaren, 2011 McLaren. Yep. Formula One cars. These right here, Ben, those are Indy cars. These are Formula One. See the difference? Look at the noses on them. There's a Lotus, a Williams, a McLaren, 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 McLaren. And there's the engines back there. Yep. See the difference in the Formula One versus Indy? Big old long noses, different designs and styles. Looks like these are more current, these two here, because they have the protection, the cages. Yeah, 2021. This is a 2021 Dallara. Juan Pablo Montoya. Richard Mill, and who's driving this one? Oh, I don't see a name. That's quite a rig. It's a lot longer. And you see the telemetric stacks on the top of these things. Rothman. This is 93. Which technically advanced in F1 car at the time. 87, 05, 09, 99, and 95. McLaren, the new homes. Alright, you guys, I'll stop this here since we're going on in another room. Like I said, this will be 3 or 4 parts. I think I'll put them out here just for people if they want to see them. I'll kind of try to piece it together best I can. I'm trying to look and walk, so it's a little tricky. I'm not the greatest film person. Looks like a electric car over here. Let's look at the side of this thing. There's a couple of electrics. This is a storage area. I think you can walk down to this so far, but you got to go back around the other way. This was an inspiration for a Tesla. Almost looked like, yeah, they were Optima batteries. Access OK clean air vehicle, so they must have driven this pretty recently. It's got wild wheel brakes. Yeah, this is custom built. 98 T0. Yeah, with Optima batteries in it. Interesting. It probably drove not too long ago on the street if it doesn't drive already now. It's got those Optima batteries in it like I got in the Bronco. A whole bunch of them. They said it was the inspiration for the Tesla. It's a 1998 car. All right. There's the Tesla semi. Looks like they used it. They got grease on the fifth wheel. There's it up in the back. Coming down, it's got DOT number and IFTA sticker on it, at least as late as 2022 and 21. There's the other inside of it in there. It's got a couple little chunks and nicks on it. Has a few miles on the tires. It's probably got, the way the rubber looks, it's probably got 30,000, 40,000 miles on it. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's been tested and used. It's a 2017, so it's seen some action. They feel they could save 200 grand over 3 years of ownership. I don't know. It was subjected to a variety of tests, even 40 below in Alaska, and it did a 5,000 mile endurance run along Route 66. That would have been interesting when if you're on Route 66 and seeing this thing coming towards you, which is pretty much I-40. But I wonder how many times they had to charge it up. Yeah, somebody was mad. Somebody wasn't going. Look at the windshield wiper. It's pretty good. I seen the other day where they've eliminated these mirrors now and they're just cameras. They got little winglets sticking out up above there, and they got cameras now. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think this ever made it very far. Big, huge door if you had to open that door. Yeah, I don't think I see electric motors back here, of course, and it looks like it's got an electric motor in the back. I don't see. It would have to almost have two electric motors. One looks like a front axle looks like a Tag X. Can't quite see it. It's probably got another electric motor. It's a little cabinet there, and I guess the batteries are right there underneath the floor, underneath where that cabinet is. I imagine it's got a compressor. Yeah. So yeah, don't know. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, you guys.